Claudia?
All right, thank you, Lana. Well, every month, thanks to our friends at La Fogata, we feature people who have changed their lives for the better or who are making an impact on others. Well, today we meet a woman who has turned personal tragedy into a mission of overcoming. Here's Esteban.
It's an art class where glass is transformed right before your eyes.
She had a huge smile, and she lit up the room every time she came in. I think I describe her as being a little piece of heaven on earth.
But the creations here are all in honor of a young lady named Jasmine.
This was Jasmine's favorite photo. That was the last photo she took the summer of 2001. Losing a child, it's very difficult. It was very traumatic. But yes, I did have to make a conscious choice and say, you know, I don't want to live depressed.
13 years ago, Norma Garcia's life was changed forever.
As humans, we say it's never going to happen to us. Our life changed in a split second.
When she lost her 13-year-old daughter in a car accident returning from a family trip in Mexico.
Somebody else was waiting for a miracle, and if we didn't receive one, then we wanted for somebody else to receive that miracle.
Jasmine's family made the decision to donate her organs.
Through her, we were able to help 2 other families, save 2 other lives.
Norma had to find the strength to live on for herself and for her son.
Samuel was my reason for living. When I look back, Samuel was 9 when we had the accident. And seeing this little boy, of course, with being raised by a single mom after the tragedy, I had to find the courage and say, you know, I have to be positive and find a meaning to this.
And through this tragedy, she found her purpose.
Not only did we help 2 other lives, but I think in return, it was a gift also that helped me, that has helped me these 13 years, bring healing and bring meaning to my life, and knowing that we're making a difference and helping other lives.
Well, one donor can help up to 8 lives, over 100 through tissue donation. And it's so easy now to register. Donation is about life. It's about honoring that loved one's legacy. It's about providing hope to someone that's waiting on the national waiting list, and also about that second chance of life that recipient's given.
And Norma has dedicated her life to spreading awareness about this mission, the importance of organ donation.
In Richmond, Virginia, there is the donor memorial, which actually there's a wall of names, and my Jasmine's name is on there. I was actually part of the committee for months that formed this memorial that a lot of people don't know that exists to educate the public.
As well as overcoming the obstacles life can present, a year after Jasmine's accident, Norma was able to meet her recipients, including the teenage girl who received her daughter's heart.
We're able to meet Cassandra. We met her a year after she received the heart, and her family called her heart, it was a golden heart, because it was a perfect fit for Cassandra. We did a special ceremony at our church, celebration of life for Jasmine, and all her family came down, and we got to meet Cassandra. And it was a wonderful experience just to see that my Jasmine's heart had given her life, and that she was there breathing. You know, she was able to hug me, and it was a wonderful experience. And then I had no doubt in my mind that the decision we made was the right one.
All the keepsakes from her mission catalog, her story offering hope, and she hopes it'll inspire more people to give the gift of life. Norma's also penned an inspirational book, My Dear Jasmine, that helps readers cope with tragedy and offers insight on the strength of the human spirit.
The story is not only about organ donation, but it is about a family. It's about love, about loss, of course, but then it's also about hope.
13 years later, Jasmine's legacy lives on through the families she's helped and the loving memories her family holds dear.
My promise to Jasmine was that her mother was not going to let anybody ever forget her. So I think if you understand the power of every time I do something in her memory, it means the world to me. Yeah, it's the love of a mother for her child.
What an amazing story, and that wonderful woman, Norma, is with us today. Norma, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good to have you. Now, as a mom myself, I got to tell you that I can't imagine the pain that you've endured losing such a precious daughter. But here's the good thing, that you've been able to turn it around and focus it on something very important, and this is organ donation. Norma, why is that important to you?
It's important because it touched our lives. When Jasmine was at University Hospital and she was in a coma for 12 days, we were asked, you never imagined that you're going to be in that situation, but I'm glad that we made the conscious choice of donating. She saved 2 lives. So of course it's been part of my journey for over 13 years. And seeing just the recipients I've seen from young children to older adults, and I tell you they're probably in better shape than I am, to see them that they're able to receive a heart and then run a marathon. I'm like, wow, you know, this is amazing. It's a gift. It's a miracle. So I'm very involved, and I believe in organ donation. I believe in saving lives.
Well, I think that is absolutely phenomenal, and we know that there are huge waiting lists, especially here in Texas, of people just waiting for that donation so that they can continue on with their lives. Now, do you think Jasmine would be proud of you today?
I think she is. Like I mentioned yesterday, I think there's still a lot of work ahead. You have over 123,000 on the waiting list. And of course, sometimes it's not a very popular topic, but it's a topic that we need to talk about, because there is people that are on the waiting list, and you never know when it's going to be one of your family members or somebody you know.
No, I think it's super important. Now, you've written a book, and I want you to share it with us. Tell me about this book.
I did. I brought a copy, and it's called My Dear Jasmine. It was written in 2008. The reason I wrote the book, it's a very simple read, but it's the story behind it. I wanted to touch lives. I wanted to send a message to people about that even though you go through loss, disappointments in life, because we've all been there, some greater than others, is that the human spirit is stronger, that we can overcome any tragedy if we wake up every day saying, you know, make a conscious decision. And it's also about organ donation. But I think, too, it depends who reads it. I've had teenagers that read it and then appreciate the love of their parents more. So I wrote the book to inspire others that no matter what you go through in life, you can still get up, move, you know, forward, and still be successful. We have to have failures in this life and disappointments, unfortunately. So.
Well, what a wonderful message, and I'm sure so many people are grateful for you, for what you're doing, and for shedding some light on this subject. So thank you so much, Norma, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Well, if you want to get a hold of Norma, we're going to tell you how you can do so. She has a number you can call her at 386-4802. You can also send her an email at NGARCIAREALTOR@SBCglobal.net. Now, we also want you to submit your nomination. News4SanAntonio.com. La Fogata, it's brought to you by La Fogata, and they're on Vance Jackson Road. You can give them a call at 340-1337 or visit them online at lafogata.com.